Hello, Fit, Fine, and Fabulous and Flexed lead coaches. Here is day 2 training for the lead coaches for how to actually run your challenge groups. So, in day 1, you should have learned all about wufoo, and hopefully you have your own wufoo accounts already. So this is day 2, and in day 2 we will learn how to actually create a form in wufoo. So the links that we send out when we have the challenge groups, send them to the actual form for wufoo that they fill out with their stats and their pictures and everything. So I will actually show you how to create one of those today. So I will start sharing my screen and let's get this done. It shouldn't take that long. All right, so I'm actually logged into my wufoo account right now. And I have pulled up the three entries that I've used for the June challenge group. So we will take a look at those. So the first one is the getting started one, which is simple and easy. So let's take a look at that. When you get into your wufoo account, you won't have any actual documents in here. So if you want to create a new one, see this new form button right here, you will actually click that new form button to create a new one. But I want to show you what these look like. So I'm going to go ahead and go into view form, just so you can see what this looks like. So we have a name field, an email field, a phone number field, what type of phone do you have, just so we can see who's having the most troubles with their phone. The coach names, the teammates name, which they will fill out, but the coach name is drop down menu, and I'll show you how to do that. What team name did they decide on, and then the section for them to load up their the collage that they made, their front facing before picture, their side facing before picture, and their back facing before picture. And then all they have to do is click submit. And if you notice that when you put your mouse over certain ones, it gives you instructions on the side. So it's this form is real simple and easy to set up. So let's start with that one, and then the rest of the forms are pretty much exactly the same. It's just different field information in there. So that's the getting started, and then let me let you look at the weekly Saturday form. And for most of you coaches, other than Bo, you should already know what this looks like. So you have group 1 and group 6, because I had 2 groups, but you should only have 1 unless you have a ton of ladies, and then you'll have 2 groups. But if you click on group 1, then a drop down menu pops up with the names of the ladies. However, if you click group 6, a different drop down menu pops up with the ladies that are actually in group 6. Your weight photo, chest measurement, chest photo, right arm, all the way down, all the measurements that are needed. And then I added this box, this drop down to tell us which week these measurements are for. This is very good for when you have to export the information to the Saturday Excel file. So you can update this and everything. So that's what the weekly Saturday form looks like. So let's look at the getting started, and the actual final pictures one looks like the getting started one. The final pictures form looks just like the getting started. It's just for the final pictures. So let's go in and look at how I set up this getting started one. So I'm going to click edit. And as you can see, it looks sort of like it did when I opened the link for that the customers would see. So when you set this up, there are certain fields you need to put in and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and create a new one. I'll show you how to create a new one from scratch, okay? So let's go back to forms. I am going to go ahead and open up this getting started one so we can just copy it over. So let's say new form. All right, we have a new form, and when you have a new form, this pops up. And so you want to fill in the information in this form. And so we're going to say, let's just maybe I'll just get a head start on my other one. So downsized with fit, fine, and fabulous. So as you can see, it populates it over here. You type it over here and it comes out here. And then the description here It says, "This is my form, please fill it out." It's awesome. That's just the standard language. Let's go ahead and change that. It's time to get jiggy with triple F. Please don't mind me, I'm just being silly. Please add your before pictures to this book. All right, so that has filled all of this stuff out here. And it's telling you, you have no fields, you should add a field. So let's go ahead and add a field. So to add a field, it's simple. It's right here, it says add a field. So the first field that we want is name. It populates the name. It already has first and last. If you double click on that over there, then it'll, you can change the title and change the name format and everything. But what you do want to do is click this required field, because that will make sure that they fill that field out without leaving the form, and then you won't be wondering who filled this out. So let's add another field. So if we go back, we have name, email. So let's choose email. And then again, if you double click on email, then you want to click the require button. And then this is where you will put the instructions. So when you look at this, it says, what is your preferred email address? So we're going to type in, what is your preferred email address? And let's go back to the first one and name, because there was an instruction and it says provide your name as it appears on Facebook, which is very important because we have a few people who have different names on Facebook than their actual driver's license name, or their real name. So we are going to put here in the instructions, what is your name as it appears on Facebook. All right, so then let's go back. Our form said phone number, and then the directions, there are no directions, so let's add a phone number field. So go here, click phone. Very simple. Again, double click in here and click required, okay? And then we have what type of phone do you have, and that is a choice box. So what we're going to do is click check boxes here because we want to give them the option. So check boxes, and then double click and you can change here, and we're going to say, what kind of phone do you have? And then first one will be iPhone. Second choice will be Droid. And then we can get rid of this one here by clicking the minus button. And again, we want to make this a required field. Okay, let's add another field. Who is your coach? So if you look, who is your coach is a drop-down menu. So we will go here and we will click drop down. You double click and you type in who is your coach. And then you have the choices. So your first choice your first one should say please choose, okay? And then the second one we'll put Coach Gigi, and the third one we'll put Coach Bo, Coach Tanika. And then if you need to add a field, just click the plus button and it'll add another one, Coach Twifit. And you can go on and just have a full drop-down list of all the coaches that are participating in your particular group. All right. Let's go back here and put it here. Put the cursor in there and see what happens. Sometimes I don't understand why it does this like this, but we will put the cursor in there and then go back to add a field. All right, teammate's name. So we will just add another name box, double click and put teammate's name. Again, we want to make that a required field. And See how I forgot to make this a required field? All you have to do is go back, double click, and click required. And then that little gray asterisk will show up. What team name did you decide upon? And there is, again, see how I forgot the messages here? So I'm going to go back here and who is your coach? And in the instructions, put who invited you to the group. And then I'm going to go back to teammate's name. Please let's put their name as it appears on Facebook. As you can see, this is really easy. It's not that hard at all. Okay, so then we want to go with what team name did you decide upon, and then it says be original. So we will just put a single line text. Okay, what team name did you decide upon? Click required, and then in instructions, put be original. And as you can see, our form is coming together. It's starting to look nice. And then we want to put, please upload a photo collage of your team. This picture should include one picture of each of you and your team name. So to save more time, I'm going to copy that. And I am going to do file upload. And I'm going to paste that. And then the instructions said, be creative, make it fun. It has in the instructions, it has different apps that you can use. So I'm going to copy and paste that here again, just for the sake of time. Add a field. And then we want to do another upload. So we are going to hit file upload, double click. I'm going to paste that here. It's required. And I'm going to copy the instructions. Okay. And it is required. Let's make this a required field. And then go back to add a field. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Official before pictures, side facing. Again, we're going to do a file upload. I'm going to put this information here, required, and there were no instructions on that one. And we want to add another field, and we're going to do file upload, and again, I'm just going to paste, click required, and we are done. That is how simple it is to make a wufoo form. So now you want to click Save Form. It said, I'm finished. Take me back to Form Manager. And I am going to, because I have this all. So here's my form. Downsize with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. Okay. And I have to change it. As you can see, I need to edit this because I have fit as a capital I and it looks weird. So you can go back and change it. Click Save Form. Yes, I'm finished. Take me back. I'm going to close the other one. So now if we click View, there's the form. It is that simple, people. That simple. It's so easy. So the same fields that I used for this form here are the same fields that you would use for the Saturday form. The upload file, the name, the drop down menu, all of that. And it's so easy to fix that. So if you go here and you want to share the actual link to ladies, or you want to put it into, say, your group, pin it to the top of your group. This is the link that you use for beginning pictures. This is the link that you use for Saturday. This is the link that you use for the final pictures. All you do is you go here and click share, and you can copy either one of these links. Me personally, I like to copy the one that actually says what the link is. That way people don't get confused on which link is what. This is a shorter link, but I like to copy this one because it says downsize with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. Okay. One more thing, you can put notifications on this. So if you want to receive notifications when someone submits this form, you can either put your email address here or your cell number, and you're going to text when someone fills out the form. And it will actually show you, if you send an email to yourself, it'll show you if the picture's attached to the actual submission. So I have mine set up for an email address so I can tell when people submit. So if I'm not in front of my computer, I know that they submitted. It's a great way to keep track of your ladies on Saturdays. Okay. Well, that is how to create a form in wufoo. I hope that you found this very informative. There will be a document created for this that you can have, but you can also come back to this video if you need to. All right. Have a good one. Okay, as you can see, I'm having technical difficulties, but now I'm ready. Have a good one.